Okay, up to the waterfall. It's that magic time of night in a super mossy northwestern forest. And we're going farther north for sure. I'm going home to where I was born. But for now, let's take this little hike. This is a waterfall that's past May Springs, outside of the town of Mount Shasta, the city of Mount Shasta. Yeah, big old rock that the tree grew around. And I think we'll just walk a little ways up this road and see what we run into. I guess you can drive most of the way. Not bad, not bad. I think we're up to a little falls here now. So all of this you can drive up to if you have a four-wheel drive, like right up to. And it looks like there's camping, because we're out on national forest land. Looks like bottom of the falls path. Maybe we'll take the top of the falls path. Oh yeah. That'll work. Let's walk up here and get a better view real quick. Nice. The size of these rocks that fell in this canyon. See it? In the time of the year where the light is just coming through and everything's about to open up and bud. I think we'll climb back down that. Try not to slide off and maybe go look up close. I see big, deep plunge pools and literally just a climbing ladder of waterfalls up and up and up. Beautiful. That is beautiful. It's getting to be late in the day. We've been playing around in this canyon all day long, and I meant to drive up to Ashland already. It's okay. We will do that tomorrow. Starting to get that slight evening breeze that comes up and down canyons as they breathe in and out. This will be the colder air sinking down and finding the easiest path of flow, the path of least resistance, just like fluids do. So they tend to follow canyons. Not so bad yet though. But when the sun drops away, a t-shirt will be too chilly. Climbing pretty steady uphill now. We're above the waterfall, and I just wanted to give a look around, a lookaroo. I'm sure that this keeps going up to just ever more beautiful things. These are all roads that were crisscrossing the mountains. They've developed the new ones and paved them. These are all still left up here. I see rubber marks on the tires, so Jeeps have been coming through. It's really uphill from here. It's cool. Okay, so those were the little waterfalls. But we kept going. Because this is what we must have come for. Wow. Wow. Are you seeing that? Okay. We have a waterfall. And we already had a waterfall, but that's a waterfall. Wow. I wonder if bear lives down in there. Jeez. We pull off right here. For some reason waterfalls always have these trails that eat people every once in a while. That's cool. That's a lot of scrapings on this rock. Some of these might be other rocks, but a lot of these are like bears and animals, people. See that? That's just a lot of scratches over the years. gonna go ahead and go. It's getting kind of late and deep and dark in here, and we still gotta go all the way down. So, better do that now. Beautiful, eh? Okay, we gotta get on down the road. The world is beautiful. That's the idea. Just trying to remind you of that. So no matter how bad it is, stick around. Get yourself out. Go find what makes it worth living. Quite the visual spectacle here with all these different colored lichens on the rocks. And then the rocks themselves. And you can just make out huge crags above us. So I thought we would look through this just for a second because the sun is shining down on it. And get out of the deep and creepy. Not that it's creepy. It's actually feeling really wonderful. Wow. There's a big old pile of rocks for you, huh? Definitely. We're kind of looking for any little secondary minerals like that. Is a something growing in a big old block of probably base. The snow has got into these rocks, and that is just weathering away. That's what they mean by weathering. So water slid down in there into a fine little crack, and then when it froze, the water expanded and popped it off. And that's how all the big boulders and mountains of the world, one of the ways that they get broken down. Look at this druzy on the side of here. It's not enough light to pick it up, and of course I can't pick up the boulder and twist it around. If I could, I wouldn't show you on camera, but I can't. But it's covered in like a druzy. It's actually warm enough to where rattlers are out sitting around. I wanted to look at this. That is a big old, ooh, that's sulfur. Which is not surprising because the water here is just stinks like sulfur. So that's a pure patch of real powdery good sulfur, which is you know, goes along with this, with the volcanic stuff. Now this is really interesting. I guess this is all from other rocks sliding on it, or perhaps it sat way at the top of the mountains where probably a tree sat close to this and the wind moved it back and forth. I've seen this type of thing before. You see the little sweet marks in this? So these are all scratches all across this. Big, huge stone here. And yeah, it looks like it was somewhere at one time up there, and a tree grew next to it and rubbed its branches back and forth and left those marks. But that's exciting. That's where the sulfur in the water is precipitating down through. So the water runs rainwater and snow water through patches like that, and then through all the cracks in the rock, and then when it comes out down below, that's why it smells like sulfur and has all the minerals in it. And then if the dissolved minerals like that reach a little cavity, they can fill it back up with stuff, and you can get crystals growing in there. So that's kind of why we're looking through this rubble field. It's for all the secondary stuff. Lots of little vugs, voids in the rock. That's a good thing. We've already seen that some of them are filled in with minerals. Those are just spots that when this was basically lava, there was bubbles in it. I see something over there that might be a lichen, or it might be a mineral. Yep, that is a lichen. We're over in the land of white lichens. Let's do a little rock hunting. It's gonna be really loud down here, so. But we are in a beautiful little stretch of the river. That is really cool. Everything must have cooled so slow in this area. The crystals got super big. All kinds of fun patterns. There's a whole little beach with woodland. This spot just had these awesome chunks of granite, but look how big the crystals got in this. That's awesome. I think we might bring that one with us. Looking at all the different crystals that grew in this. I hope you don't mind looking with me a little bit. And you could keep driving. I just drove up this far because it gets soggy after that a little bit. But there's turnarounds and camping spots. Okay. Truck is still here, that's good. Oh, see, even these spots that look like camping spots that are near it are actually, see the old stacked rocks? So this was a building for sure. Just the wood structure's long gone. It was good to be here. I have to keep moving. Look at that. That might have been here a while. There's your detail. Thank you for joining me on this little Waterfall Explore. And Spring Explore, if you watch that video too. I will be seeing you a little bit farther down the road, hopefully, if you'll join me on the next one.